footage here is awful damning, though.
It is.
I mean, honestly, it really is, because I mean, you know, I can understand if somebody in the crowd said, "Hey, a guy with a gun," and then like a second later, the dude popped a shot.
This is
and
minutes.
they reacted.
Minutes later. This video is 4 minutes long.
Let's even say up to like 10 seconds. Let's go crazy and say 10 seconds it took them. But this is minutes. This is
4 minutes.
This is insanity.
And since this video has been pieced together, I've seen another picture of somebody, I guess would be south of the rooftop, has a picture of the shooter laying on the roof with the rifle in his hand before he was eliminated. Here you go.
We wouldn't be doing this at some beautiful place with a gorgeous ocean.
Look, they're all pointing.
The Atlantic, maybe the Pacific.
Yeah, someone's on top of the roof. Look. There he is right there. Right there, see him? He's laying down. You see him?
Yeah, he's laying down.
And still I'm here with you fighting like hell to get a senator.
What's happening?
And to make sure we take back the White House, because if we do, we're going to make America better than ever before. We're going to make it.
Yeah, look.
And it's
There he
not
is.
easy, because we have millions and millions of people in our country that shouldn't be here. Dangerous people.
You have a guy going prone on a roof.
We have criminals. We have drug dealers. We have people that should not be here. And it's much tougher than it happened.
You went flat on the roof again.
In recorded history.
He went flat on the roof, the lady said.
53 seconds in at this point, okay?
Yeah.
53 seconds since these people have spotted and have said, there's a guy on the roof. And they've done nothing. There's no words.
History with the best border. In fact, if they could ever put up a chart, I don't know if they can do it. Do you guys have access to that chart that I love so much? You don't mind if I go off teleprompter, do you? Because these teleprompters are so damn boring. I try and explain that. Oh,
I mean, look how much time he's wasting.
You guys are doing it. They're getting better with time. My guys, take a look at that chart. Take a look at the arrow on the bottom. See the big red arrow, right? So that's when I left office. That was the lowest point, and that comes right from the government services, comes right out of Border Patrol. Take a look at that. So that arrow is the lowest amount of illegal immigration ever in recorded history into our country. And then the worst president in the history of our country took over. And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see.
Right there, you heard the crowd yelling, he's got a gun. At the 2-minute mark.
Which they had already said before that.
Well, they said it was a guy on the roof. I don't know if they used the word gun yet.
Going prone, okay.
Yeah.
I hope he's turning this way. Be careful, guys.
We got breaking news. We got breaking news.
2 minutes.
So did they actually say who shot? Who shot the moron?
We have not heard from that team at all. That's what I want. I want to know where the parents are, and I want to hear from the counter sniper team.
That's my thing. I want to know about the counter sniper. I want to know if it was the dude that had him in a scope for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Or was it? So the first reports come out. The one dude that was dressed in the all black.
In the front of the stage. Yeah.
The first reports were he's the one that put him down. And
but I didn't see him do it.
Like that's one of those ex-Delta guys. You don't mess with them. When you see them, it's not good.
So you see that guy come onto the stage, and then you see him go off the stage for a minute, and then he comes back and says, "Shooters down." But he would have been shooting from the ground against the slope of that building. There's no way he did it. No.
It had to be the guys on top. Somebody. I don't know if it was those two guys, because they're too busy hiding behind their bags. But
I'm about to say, yeah, they're.
Well, there was actually 4 of them. There was 2 on that roof and 2 to Trump's left on another roof. So it had to be one of those 4 guys.
Yeah. But you're sitting there and you've got a scope, and I guess, I don't know the layout of the buildings and stuff, and it's like, okay, so you see them there, there's this stage, and they're in that building. If we're looking at the map,
there's 2 on this roof right here.
Yeah, right.
And there's 2 on this roof over here.
They don't have an angle on this guy. They don't have an angle.
So here's what I watched a video of a guy with a Secret Service guy explaining it away. So he said that there is a 200-meter area around,
right,
which is where the ground team covers.
The big circle.
The ground team goes out. They cover 200-yard radius. They take care of all the 200-yard. Then it's 400 yards, 600 yards, and so on. And he said those snipers, all 4 of those snipers are actually looking out at different areas. So, like, one sniper's looking out at the 300-yard mark, making sweeps. The other one's looking at the 400-yard. And he said that's why they couldn't see the guy on the roof, because he was too close, and they were, they're looking far away, which that might be the case. But if the ground guys, why didn't they see him? Well, there's no reason not to. You had the entire crowd screaming, there's a guy on the roof, there's a guy on the roof.
Yeah, so that guy with the cell phone was standing right here.
Did he actually tell a cop?
They claim they did.
They're screaming, and it's apparently this whole building has been surrounded by cops, right? And that's where they meet. And
you're not hearing anything about that police department either. There's nothing. No. Everybody's talking about the Secret Service. Nobody's talking about those guys either.
If you were that police department, you'd be being quiet too right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be hiding.
100%.
So it looks like the guy with
that's your job. You got one job. That's your job.
You got one job.
Right,
yeah.
It looks like the guy with the cell phone was
that building
right here. And the lady yelling by the tree should have been right here by this tree.
Yep.
And they kind of got it wrong the first time, because they were claiming that the guy was over here when this first came out, which means this tree was in the way of these snipers.
Yeah.
But if you look in the video, the guy is clearly laying where this red dot is.
Yeah, he is on the edge back there. Yep.
Yeah. And you see cops in that cell phone video running around on the ground right here.
Yep.
And he's screaming. The lady's screaming here, and there's cops just wandering around this building right here.
They're just like, oh, we don't see nothing.
So it must have been another video I was watching today. He was making a point that this kid was able to drive into this parking lot. He climbs up on this roof with a rangefinder. They have a picture of him using a rangefinder.
Are you serious?
Yep. And then he gets back off the building, and they say he comes back with a backpack.
What?
Yeah.
Hold on. He didn't get on the roof once.
That's the 2 different pictures. That's the 2 different pictures that Tim was getting at.
On the roof twice.
Yeah. Or he was at least spotted twice. Maybe he was using the rangefinder from the ground. Maybe that's how the story goes. But he was spotted twice in 28 minutes.
This can't be real. It's not possible. It's not real.
Uh-huh.
I've got a bad feeling. I've got a bad feeling about this.
So where are the kids' parents,
I don't want to.
How often, even when a disturbed teenage mass shooter is in the wrong, how quickly do they interview the parents and try to make him sound normal?
Oh, immediately.
Yep. Where are these parents?
Or the neighbors. Oh, he was a good boy. He was really nice.
No, you know what the neighbor said in this case? That house normally has Trump signs in the yard.
Oh, I'm sure they did.
Oh, this is what's I'm afraid it's going to be like this Las Vegas shooting. This is just going to disappear.
Yep.
They're going to try to make it disappear.
We knew about that the second the FBI took over.
Yeah. We have investigated ourselves and found no sign of wrongdoing.